Ever get curious about the hidden mechanics behind everyday objects?
Hmm.
Like, you know when you open a car door and you think about the metal that forms that door?
Oh,
Who
yeah.
shapes that metal? Who makes the machines that shape that metal?
Yeah.
That's what we're going to look at today. Forge equipment technicians.
The unsung heroes of the manufacturing world, right?
That's right. We're going to deep dive into this world with some help from RoleCatcher.
Yeah. Have you heard of RoleCatcher?
I think so many people probably have.
Yeah, they're like this amazing resource for like anything career related.
Yeah, we'll get into all that good stuff a little bit later. But
Yeah.
first, let's just try to understand what a forge equipment technician is. What do they actually do?
Okay, so in the simplest terms, imagine like a massive, like truly massive hydraulic press,
Okay.
the kind that could like crush a car.
Wow.
That's the kind of machinery we're talking about.
Okay.
And these forge equipment technicians, they're the specialists who make sure those machines run smoothly, maintaining them, repairing them, really understanding all those intricate mechanics.
So we're not just talking like wrenches and screwdrivers here,
Oh,
right?
oh, no.
This
Yeah.
is like next level technical stuff.
Absolutely. They have to be masters of hydraulics, pneumatics, electrical systems.
Wow.
I mean, you name it.
Really?
They're like the doctors in the manufacturing world,
Huh, interesting.
diagnosing faults, figuring out the solutions, and basically keeping those massive metal-shaping beasts alive and well.
Okay, so this is definitely not your average desk job.
Not at all.
And I was reading through these RoleCatcher resources, and one thing that really stood out to me was just the sheer scale and power of these machines.
Oh, yeah.
Like, did you know some of these presses can exert like thousands of tons of force?
It's mind-blowing, isn't it?
It's incredible.
But that's what it takes to shape the durable, high-strength metal components we use every single day.
Yeah.
Cars, airplanes, even medical devices.
Yeah.
It all goes back to forging technology and the people who keep those machines running.
So it's all connected.
It really is.
So we've established this job is not for the faint of heart.
Definitely not.
But what does a typical career path even look like in this field?
Well, RoleCatcher lays out a pretty clear progression.
Okay.
You start with entry-level roles,
Right.
basically just learning the ropes from the more seasoned pros.
Okay.
So you're shadowing experienced technicians, getting your hands dirty with routine maintenance, and just slowly building up your knowledge base.
It's like an apprenticeship
Exactly.
for machine whisperers.
Exactly.
I like that.
As you get more experience, more confidence, then you move into a junior technician role where you're taking on more responsibility.
Okay.
So you might be doing things like conducting equipment evaluations, troubleshooting malfunctions, even contributing to like preventative maintenance plans.
Hmm.
And RoleCatcher highlights this really interesting profile of a junior technician who talks about this thrill of solving a really tricky hydraulics problem.
Oh, really?
Apparently it took him like a whole week to figure it out, but
Wow.
the feeling of accomplishment when he did was just immense.
I bet. Yeah. I mean, that's what I love about this kind of work is it's hands-on, it's intellectually engaging, and you get that real satisfaction of like seeing something work again because of your skills.
Yeah, exactly. And those skills, they just become even more refined as you move up the ladder.
Okay.
So a senior forge equipment technician now, that's the go-to expert,
Yep.
responsible for like the complex repairs, developing long-term maintenance strategies, really trying to minimize that costly downtime for the company.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're the ones with the experience, the intuition to know exactly what that machine needs often before it even breaks down.
Wow. So they're like the preventative medicine doctors of the machine world.
Exactly.
I bet those senior technicians have some stories to tell.
Well, I'm sure.
But hold on, it doesn't stop there, does it?
No.
What do you do when you're already top dog in the factory? Where do you go from there?
Well, that's when things get really interesting.
Okay.
If you've got those leadership aspirations, you could become a lead forge equipment technician.
Yeah.
You're overseeing not just one facility, but potentially multiple sites.
Whoa, multiple sites.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not just responsible for the machinery anymore.
Right.
You're managing teams,
Right.
making strategic decisions about equipment upgrades,
Exactly.
and ensuring everything runs smoothly.
There's a lot of pressure.
I bet that's a whole other ballgame.
It is.
Okay, so you've definitely got me intrigued about this whole career path.
Yeah.
But let's shift gears for a second
Okay.
and talk about how RoleCatcher can be helpful for someone who's listening who's like, this sounds pretty cool. How do I actually get one of these jobs?
Well, that's the beauty of RoleCatcher.
Okay.
It's not just about exploring careers. It's about empowering you to pursue them.
Okay.
They offer a whole suite of tools designed to give you an edge in what can be a very competitive job market.
And one of those tools that really caught my eye was the CV and resume builder.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not just about making it look nice and organized.
Oh, it goes way deeper than that. You really need to be thinking about those applicant tracking systems.
Okay.
Those algorithms companies use to sift through, tons and tons of applications.
Right.
And RoleCatcher helps you identify the specific skills and keywords that are really going to stand out to recruiters in that industry.
So you're basically increasing your chances of getting your foot in the door before you even get to the interview.
Exactly. It's all about putting your best foot forward from the very beginning.
Yeah, that makes sense. And speaking of interviews, I mean, RoleCatcher doesn't just leave you hanging there, right?
No, they've got you covered.
They have that really cool interview practice feature.
Yeah. Have you tried it?
I haven't personally, but I've heard good things.
It's really impressive.
Don't they have like this whole database of potential interview questions?
Yeah, for different roles.
Specific to the job you're going for.
Exactly. So you're not caught off guard.
Okay.
And it's not just about getting familiar with the types of questions they might ask about, like your experience with hydraulics or preventative maintenance. It's the feedback that's really game-changing.
Oh, yeah, the AI feedback.
Yeah. You can practice your responses,
Huh.
get personalized feedback on your delivery, your content, like everything.
Wow, so it's almost like having an interview coach.
Yeah, in your pocket.
In your pocket, exactly.
Exactly.
That's wild. And then on top of all that, there's that skill gap analysis tool.
Right.
And I thought this was super interesting because it identifies areas where you might need to brush up your skills or learn something new.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you're lacking experience with a specific type of control system.
Yeah.
RoleCatcher might suggest relevant courses, certifications you could take.
It's like they're saying, we see you're interested in this field. Let's help you get there.
Exactly. They give you the roadmap to success.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like we've really covered a lot of ground in this deep dive from the factory floor to the cutting edge of career development tools.
It's been quite a journey.
Who knew that the world of forge equipment technicians could be so fascinating?
Right. It's a hidden gem.
It really is, and with platforms like RoleCatcher, taking that first step towards a career in this field has never been easier.
It's all about taking that first step.
Exactly. Well said. So remember, it's not just about finding a job. It's about forging your own path. That's it for today's deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep those gears turning.